Hello all. Apologies for the delay in getting this video out. Working from home at the moment, so on the PC all day. So struggle to log back on later on. In the last video, I probably saw the parasite problems. So the following day, I had to treat with potassium permanganate. Unfortunately, the koi who scrape you saw, unfortunately, didn't make it through the night. So I'm quite sad with that. Potassium permanganate, there seems to be a lot of videos on YouTube. This is the first time I've used it, and everyone gives a slightly different way. If you had to use boiling water, I used the hottest water I could from the tap. Half an hour with an air stone in there. I give a bit longer, you know, in reality. I wanted to ensure I had as much air in the pond as possible, so I refitted the water feature before dosing. It is nice to see that again. It feels like summer's coming. Again, the videos on YouTube show people generally adding it all in one go. But the instructions said to add it gradually over an hour. So I followed the instructions. As being somebody new to it, that felt a bit safer. I did have hydrogen peroxide ready to neutralise the PP, but I didn't need it. So just generally every 10 minutes I'd add another small jug full. All went well, no real signs, although it did take a while. The pond didn't really go brown, it stayed pink. So I did have to use some hydrogen peroxide in the end, which I didn't want to. If it went brown I'd have left it, but okay. Something I thought, well, an overdue job, what I needed to do as well was purge the bottom drain. Being winter, I haven't done it so often, and there's a lot of pipe work, long length. The flow is a 10,000 litre per hour pump, so not a huge throughput of water. So although everything will flow towards the filters, not back to the pond, then there is a lot of waste, as you can see, that builds up in the bottom drain. So I basically close all the valves and just as you can see the amount of muck that does come out, so I think I'll have to add it to my weekly list. So that valve on the right, that's from the bottom pond, having the dog to help as well. Yeah, I see bonkers. So it's gradually, I need to add an additional pipe up there to draw the water away. So this then is the left-hand valve is the water from the filters coming back down to the pond. So I did need to drain this completely, as I needed to change the UV light. So you can see the waste that does come out. So I do flush that. Okay. Mad dog. So by opening the valve in the filter house, I can flush water back through the system again to give it a kind of a secondary clean. It's just, you know, I can see the water levels effectively emptied from the drum. So this is going into the moving bed, so I'm opening that, letting water flow backwards down the pipe. Just take any waste left in and flow back to the open opening. And the UV or amalgam did stop working. I wasn't quite sure what the problem was, but I had ordered a spare bulb, so I didn't know exactly what I'd find when I removed the existing bulb. Yeah, you may have spotted already there. There's definitely a kind of a bit of a burnout in there, so that explains why the lamp stopped working. So this is a case of refitting it, more difficult with one hand than two. Just the pins fit into the connection. There's only one way they can go. You see the shape. So this is a case of fitting that back up. So I'm just opening all the valves again to let the water flow around. Just gently opening that one because that's the water back to the filters. Water flowing back in. That's the valve back into the moving bed. Plug in the lamp, and nothing happens. No. You just saw my sandals. I was trying to hide those. Okay. I think fuse is basically blown, so I'll have to replace the fuse. I did redose with PP. Looking on YouTube, the most knowledgeable site I could find suggested to redose. Actually, one day later, I didn't do it that soon. And I was quite keen then to, after dead on 4 hours, to use hydrogen peroxide. But again, the advice is to do over an hour. In videos you generally see it's all added in one dose. Again, these guys are far more knowledgeable and experienced than me. I'll follow the instructions and didn't seem to have any issues. It's a gradual process then of neutralising the PP as I'm adding it every 10 minutes over an hour. No fatalities, nothing too untoward. Again, you see it over the next 10 minutes, then clear it again. Okay, so a few days later, when the PP's out of the system and hydrogen peroxide should have neutralised it, using some of this filter bugs liquid, as PP kills the bacteria, the good bacteria in the moving bed. So 370 ml for the volume of my pond. I haven't used this one before. I've used gel and the bio balls. I do find the bio balls all end up in the pond. So see how this one goes. pond fence ongoing. Discovered I haven't got enough wood to complete it, and at the moment I can't get any more. So that's going to be on hold for a little while. Bit of a random here, whether it's this type of drum filter or all, there is a kind of a dead area as the water comes in. So I siphon that out. At some point I will add an air stone in there. Finally, because there were flukes on the scrape as well, the advice was to PP first and then use fluke solve after. A regular event it seems now. Not sure whether this farmer's burning or something else. It looks very spectacular. And generally, a few days after, the koi were 10 times better than they were. It feels like I've won a battle rather than a war. Quite stressful, this koi keeping, more than I ever thought. But there are promising signs, but yeah, I'm under no illusions that I've got several more battles ahead. I think being at home makes it worse because I'm constantly looking out the window at the koi. A bit of wildlife, some odd things when the sun's come out. It's a really odd looking caterpillar. I've never seen anything like that before. Don't worry, the dog didn't eat it. And then in the filter house, I assume they're toads, getting quite friendly. And a third toad, I don't know how this works. Even got up to 15 degrees, I know it says 14, but pretty good. Just great to see new fish. Still definitely a problem with one of them. Again, thanks for watching. Excuse my graphic. So if you like, please like and subscribe. Make sure you catch the next videos. Yeah, so all stay safe. Crazy times at the moment. And hopefully it won't be so long posting the next video. Hopefully some good news. Okay, see you all soon. Bye.